This week for SourceFed Movie Club, we're reviewing the movie Spaceballs, and I'm actually a really big fan of this film. And you can tell that not just because I own Spaceballs the DVD or Spaceballs the smartphone, but some of the lesser well-known merchandise like Spaceballs the toaster, or Spaceballs the duct tape. I even have Spaceballs the easy chair. They really did put this movie's name on everything. So let's get to Spaceballs. It came out in 1987, starred Bill Pullman, John Candy, Rick Moranis, and Mel Brooks in two roles, both as Yogurt and President Scroob. And it's funny because not only is Scroob a good name for the character, it's also just Brooks backwards. So this movie really sets out to parody Star Wars, and one of the ways it does that is by following kind of the major plot points, i.e. Princess gets kidnapped, heroes go to rescue her, planet-killing superweapon is destroyed by the end. So in the beginning we have Princess Vespa running away from her wedding because she's not in love with her groom. And no sooner does she leave her planet than she's almost captured by the evil Spaceballs led by Lord Darkhelmet, played by Rick Moranis, which was a great choice. So she calls her father for help, and he calls Lone Star, who's flying around the galaxy in an interstellar Winnebago, which is hilarious. And they agree to do it because they're hard up for money, because they owe money to Pizza the Hut. They swoop in, rescue the princess, and swoop out again with the Spaceballs hot on their trail. So hot, they go right to ludicrous speed, which was hilarious because they jump straight to plaid. After a group of heroes escape from the Spaceballs, they crash land on a desert planet where they meet the famous Yogurt, master of the Schwartz. Now, Yogurt teaches Lone Star how to use the Schwartz, and that comes in pretty handy because the Spaceballs turn around and manage to find the group and finally kidnap the princess. So Lone Star and Barf go to Planet Spaceball to rescue the princess. Thrilling heroics ensue. And no sooner do they make their escape, but the Spaceballs relaunch back to the planet Druidia, because now that they have the key to the shield, they're going to steal all the planet's air. So as the Spaceballs reach planet Druidia to suck out all the air, Lone Star and company arrive. They fly into the infrastructure so Lone Star can have a lightsaber fight with Lord Darkhelmet, activate the self-destruct, and fly out again. As the Spaceball ship blows up and they're sent off into deep space, Lone Star returns Vespa to her planet and her waiting fiancé. He heads back up into space without taking his reward, but makes a U-turn when he finds out that he's a prince and now eligible to marry the princess, and they all live happily ever after. So Mel Brooks branches out on his talent a little bit for this movie. We don't see Gene Wilder, we don't see Madeline Kahn, but Bill Pullman and John Candy, Rick Moranis, they all do excellent jobs. So the movie's really well done. It's very funny. All the jokes are on point. Mel Brooks really knew how to find those soft spots in the Star Wars and Star Trek universes to poke fun at. So there are a lot of very funny moments in this film. Some of my favorites are like the hairpiece earphones. Those are hilarious. The fight scene between Lone Star and Darkhelmet and I am your father's brother's cousin's former roommate. I also like the chase sequence when they capture the stunt doubles, or when they're watching the movie within the movie and everything you see now is happening now. Stuff like that, that's genius. But one of my favorites is, of course, John Hurt cameoing his own performance in Aliens. That's excellent. You know, the next time you watch this film, there's a fun drinking game you can play where you try and spot all the smaller sci-fi references, not just the obvious Star Wars and Star Trek ones. But like when Vespa's father saying she just passed Jupiter 2, that's a Lost in Space reference. So stuff like that. Then you get hammered really quickly. So that's my review for the movie Spaceballs. If you like what you saw and you want to hear me espouse on other topics, geek and nerd related, you can check out my YouTube channel, Cult of the Fanboy. And until next time, keep doing what you do. So that's my review for Spaceballs the movie. I'll see you guys next time. Riley, come here. Thank you. So that's my review for Spaceballs the movie. Riley! No squeaking. So that's my review for Spaceballs the movie. Riley! No squeaking, baby. Oh. Yeah. See, Spaceballs the dog. Come here. Oh. Spaceballs the dog. Yeah, good girl. And that's my review for Spaceballs the movie.